Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm back with another WWE video. This is just another video I'm also going to be doing. So this is WWE Women's Division. We're going to be talking about a couple of people. We're going to be talking about Nikki Cross and Bianca Belair. And thing I wanted to do this as a separate, but I decided to do it as here. And we're going to be talking about Lana and thing, but I promise y'all a WWE what needs to happen for 2021 will come out. That will be coming out very soon, closer to the end of December or the beginning of December. So look out for that. So let's get started. So let's go on. What's one I'll start with? Let's start with Nikki Cross. Okay. As y'all know, over the summer, Nikki Cross was being featured heavily and she was getting title belt shots. And I feel like since she went back to, let me think. Yeah, since she went back to Raw, since she came to stayed on Raw, I feel like her career has plummeted a little bit. What I mean by plummeted, I mean they're making Nikki being second best to Alexa Bliss, because you know Nikki has had a couple of title belt shots for the women's title belts on SmackDown, and let me just tell you this: she was pretty good and everything and stuff like that. But the one thing we never got when it came to Nikki Cross never got to face Bailey for one last time for that SmackDown Women's title belt. So she does have a title belt shot that is owed to her. Now, I'm wondering, would they actually let her cash that in on Oscar or any other champ? That's my second thing. Or is it not valid? So that's the one thing. But like I'm saying, she is owed a women's title belt shot, because if you remember, it was a championship that she was supposed to do, but didn't get. They said due to some medical issues, she couldn't compete. So my thing is, she still is owed a title belt shot. So if you don't remember that, go back a couple. I say go back about a couple of months. Go back. It's November now, so October, November, around I say about August or September, she is owed a women's title belt shot. So I'm wondering, would they let her cash it in on Asuka? So I mean, this thing between her and Alexa Bliss and the Fiend, I think they're gonna try to make gonna try to put Nikki Cross as a member of the new Wyatt family, for the Fiend and everything. And I want to hear y'all thoughts. Do y'all think they're gonna try to make Nikki Cross be part of the Fiend and thing? So that's that. Now, I don't know who else is going to be, but rumors had it might also, I needed to just say this right quick, that rumors have it might be some other people as well. Now, as y'all know, so the next thing I have to come and talk about is Lana. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Lana and the Hurt Business in the same sentence. Now, as y'all know, I've been harping for months that WWE needs to finish the storyline between Lana, Bobby Leslie, MVP. Okay, getting to what I said earlier this morning on my mother, on my aunt has said this morning on a and stuff, because I gotta go back and see what people are saying. But what she was saying, because she's a big fan too, and I wanted to talk about the WWE wants to push Lana as a babyface and wants her to be a WWE champion. Now, can I see Lana as WWE champion? Not at the moment, but if she works hard and get her skills up, I think she could. Now, the thing is, I'm going to come and talk about And I put this here, and it says, can we, the WWE fans, take Lana serious as a female wrestler and women's champion? I don't think at the moment we can take her serious because how they are booking her. They are booking her so poorly, like a baby face, but a sorry baby face. You know, like feel sorry for me, like type like thing. But I will commend her from this past Monday where she saved Oscar. Let's just get it. Saved Oscar from going through the table. Now hold up. I wouldn't be too surprised at a future pay-per-view that she will get a women's title belt. I wouldn't be too surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised if Vince McMahon did that. Now, the other thing is, would I be able to take her serious as a female wrestler? I think a little bit more wrestling and more wrestling and more knowledge and more nurturing. I think it will work. Now, to get me to say, I can actually see this happening. Now, as y'all know, with the Bobby Lashley Lana storyline, they cut it from programming. It was one of the best. I can actually say it was a pretty good programming with the love stories, because when you do love stories on WWE right now, it's one of the things that people wanted to go and see, and it was one of the biggest things. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if they brought that back. Excuse me. To get me to say this, and the reason I say I wouldn't be too surprised if them bringing that storyline back. What if she wins a women's title belt opportunity? Okay, she recently won a women's title belt opportunity. And I bet y'all fans wanted to see, look at Bobby Lashley's face go, have the cameras in his face and go, oh, what you think about Lana getting her first title belt shot? Da 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 and stuff. I mean, that would have been a good time to actually maybe tease that this particular storyline could come back. And I really wondered. And I think they need to start doing something like, as Lana getting better, increasing, and getting popular, in a good way, not a bad way, in a good way, and thing, and like she's showing, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and she wins another title belt opportunity against Asuka, and doing the build up for the main event of her wrestling, and she goes up against women, and she's just beating them and beating them. And as she is, every one member of the Hurt Business is coming out. So like one week you got Cedric Alexander, he comes out and he's watching her. And he goes, and they put the camera on his face after she wins, and she turns around. And she going, after the match, she could turn around and just go, what's Cedric doing out here from the Hurt Business? And she puts this dumb look on her face like, and he goes, and he gives her a thumbs up, like saying, oh, I approve. Then the next week it can be Cedric and Shelton Benjamin. Like again, she beats the person, she turns around, she sees Cedric again, and now she sees Shelton. And they both go, like, saying they approve. Then the next week, same situation, she beats somebody else again. And what happens? You have Cedric, Shelton, MVP. Boom. And they all go, Shelton them giving them up. MVP, like, don't understand the thumb. He said, give her a thumbs up. And he goes, act like he's gonna, thumbs it down, but then he just thumbs her up. Like, and now you got 3 members of this, like, approving of her winning and everything. And then you get them in the back, and Bobby Lashley's in the back going, why y'all are out there at Lana's matches thumbing her up and thing. MVP said, you don't think she deserves to be part of the Hurt Business? And so while she's in the ring, da-da-da-da-da, and thing and stuff. She's like, let's say she's fighting Nia, and they said she's fighting Nia tonight. And Bobby Leslie going, what? Hold up. She might be my ex, but she can't handle that woman. That woman is too much for her. MVP goes, and then that's when MVP goes, sends the male dogs after Nia, meaning sending Cedric and Shelton. So they're gonna act like they're gonna go against Lana, but they give Nia the discretion, allowing let me just say that again, allowing, and they are allowing, helping Lana to get a roll up over her, helping Lana, steadying Lana's legs, holding them in place where Nia can't pop out. That's the one thing it is. And they pull her out for Nia can attack her and stuff. They pull her out in time before Nia can attack her and stuff. To give me to say, I think if they build Lana up this way and giving her, it's kind of like teasing that, oh, Bobby Lashley do care about his ex, but he don't want to be with her, but he wants to help her advance her career. I mean, if they do like something like, oh, Bobby Neal want to help her advance her career, get her career going and everything, I think it will work. To give me to say, if you put Lana and put Lana and Naomi together, part of the Hurt Business, I think it will work. Now, I can picture Nia going, that's not fair, she had help, da 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 da, and stuff. And let's say you never know. So I mean, I think the way that I'm pushing this and stuff, I think it would work with her. Now, let me just say this: I can actually see Bobby Leslie coming out and like helping her in a match. Now, the reason is I can see Bobby step into Shayna Baszler just to make sure Shayna don't interfere in the match. So y'all, let me see what y'all thought. The idea that I am pitching out there, hoping WWE sees of this match with Lana and her being a future match. Would it be good to team Lana up with the Hurt Business and they help her along of improving her wrestling skills? Okay, so now we're going to talk about Bianca Belair. As y'all know, I know everybody saw that stupid decision they made in the women's Survivor Series. At first, I just like going, Bianca got screwed. But let me tell you something. So let me just say, Bianca is a future women's champion. I think that one of the best matches that probably could have come out of it, of her leading her up to becoming a women's champion, is keeping the SmackDown Women's Championship on Sasha Banks. And the reason I always say that, it makes more sense to keep it on her and not quickly take it off of her. The reason is, come on, who would not want to see Bianca versus Sasha for Sasha's women's title belt? That would be a best match, because I think, like I'm saying, I think Bianca Belair is a future women's champion. And when it comes to the future women's champion, you gotta think about, what is her credibility? Now, she does have a move that is sort of kind of like similar to Jazz and everything, but I will say she is great. And if I could say anybody from the past that probably tag team with Bianca for one night only, that would be Jazz. I would want to see Jazz tag team with her, and I think Jazz does deserve a lot for that, because I think Bianca was inspired by her, but you never know. To get me to say, I actually think Bianca has what it takes to be a women's champion. It would have been, Triple H would have never signed her if it wasn't how we met her. If you think how we met her. Do y'all remember the Mae Young Classic? We met her through the Mae Young Classic. And the rest has been history. And you gotta think, she is connected to the Street Profits. So she could be a benefit for her career. It could be a benefit for her career and the Street Profits career of them coming together. So y'all, this is all I have to say. Let me know, out of all the subjects that I talked about, anything, let me hear what you got to say and everything. And y'all, I will be coming back soon. And I'm just gonna take a couple of days off for Thanksgiving. I hope everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.